Have you ever felt overwhelmed by someone's negativity, wondering how to maintain your calm without getting pulled into the chaos? What if ancient Stoic wisdom could transform these challenging encounters into powerful opportunities for personal growth? Welcome to 7 Stoic Lessons for Dealing with Toxic People. In this exploration, we will uncover timeless strategies, not just to endure but to thrive in the face of adversity. From dealing with a difficult co-worker to managing a strained family relationship, we're about to dive deep into Stoic philosophies that empower you with calmness, resilience, and wisdom. And as we embark on this journey, if you've faced a situation like this, feel free to share your story in the comments below. Are you ready to turn your most challenging interactions into triumphs of character and peace? Let's begin. Number 1. Focus on what you can control. In Stoicism, a vital lesson is focusing on what we can control, especially when dealing with toxic or challenging individuals. This ancient philosophy, rooted in Greek and Roman intellectual traditions, provides not just theoretical insights but practical life guidance. Stoics like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius emphasized prioritizing our internal reactions over external events. At the heart of this Stoic wisdom is discerning between our inner world, which we control, and the external world, where our influence is limited. Encounters with difficult people test this principle. Stoicism teaches that while others' actions are beyond our control, our responses to them are not. This philosophy isn't about indifference. It's about recognizing what's within our power. Applying this Stoic principle in daily life involves introspection and choice. It asks us to reflect. Is this within my control? If not, as with others' behaviors, our focus shifts to what we can control: our perspectives, emotions, and actions. This may involve setting boundaries or choosing not to engage in negative cycles. By focusing on our internal responses, we empower ourselves to handle life's challenges with calm and resilience. Dealing with toxic individuals becomes a practice in self-mastery, an opportunity to cultivate patience and uphold our values. This Stoic lesson guides us towards inner tranquility and empowerment, teaching us to maintain peace and effectiveness amidst the complexities of human interactions, a valuable skill in navigating the intricacies of relationships. Number 2. Practice empathy and understanding. Practicing empathy and understanding is a fundamental Stoic lesson, particularly in interactions with difficult or toxic individuals. Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic, championed the effort to understand others' perspectives, not as an endorsement of their actions, but as a pathway to more reasoned and calm responses. In everyday life, we frequently encounter challenging personalities. When faced with such individuals, Stoicism encourages us to delve deeper into understanding why they might behave negatively. This process of empathizing doesn't serve to condone their actions, but to provide context. Often, toxic behaviors stem from personal struggles, insecurities, or past traumas. Recognizing these underlying factors enables us to respond with rationality rather than reacting emotionally. This Stoic practice of empathy does more than just aid in managing difficult encounters. It allows us to maintain our peace of mind. By understanding the motives behind toxic behavior, we avoid getting emotionally entangled in others' negativity. This approach aligns with the Stoic principle of focusing on what we can control, our reactions and perspectives. Moreover, empathy in the face of adversity is not just a defensive tactic but a growth opportunity. It challenges us to expand our emotional intelligence and develop patience. This Stoic approach doesn't just make us better equipped to handle toxic people. It enhances our overall ability to navigate complex social landscapes. In essence, Marcus Aurelius and Stoicism teach us that empathy and understanding are not signs of weakness, but tools of strength. They allow us to confront toxicity with a calm mind and a rational approach, turning challenging interactions into opportunities for personal development and emotional resilience. Number 3. Maintain your inner citadel. The concept of the inner citadel in Stoicism is a metaphor for a personal fortress of the mind, a sanctuary where one's peace and tranquility are safeguarded from external turmoil and toxicity. This principle underscores the Stoic commitment to resilience and emotional self-governance. especially when confronted with difficult or toxic individuals. Stoics, through their teachings, encourage the cultivation of this mental stronghold. It represents a state of mind where negative external influences, such as the actions and words of toxic people, cannot penetrate or disturb one's inner peace. The inner citadel is built through practices like mindfulness, reflection, and the continuous exercise of discernment between what we can control and what we cannot. In everyday life, building and maintaining this inner citadel means actively working to keep our emotional well-being insulated from the negativity of others. It involves recognizing that while we cannot control others' actions, we can control our reactions. When faced with toxicity, instead of allowing it to disrupt our mental state, we retreat into our inner citadel. Here, in this mental space, we can find clarity and calm, which aids in responding to challenges with reason and composure. This Stoic strategy is not about detachment from reality or people. Instead, it's about developing a resilient core, a mental buffer, that allows us to interact with challenging individuals without letting their behavior dictate our emotional state. By maintaining our inner citadel, we can navigate life's interpersonal difficulties with a sense of equanimity, ensuring that our inner peace remains intact despite the external chaos. Thus, the inner citadel is a crucial Stoic tool in dealing with toxic people. It empowers us to remain steady in the face of adversity, preserving our mental and emotional well-being, and enabling us to handle difficult interactions with grace and stability. Number 4. Respond with virtue. In confronting toxic or difficult individuals, Stoicism advises a response rooted in virtue. This approach isn't about yielding to mistreatment. Rather, it's choosing a reaction that reflects one's deepest values. Stoicism isn't just a philosophy. It's a practical guide for living, and in this case, it directs us to meet negativity with virtues like patience, kindness, and integrity. When faced with toxicity, patience might mean pausing to reflect, rather than reacting impulsively. Kindness here doesn't imply weakness. It's an attempt to understand the root of the other's negativity, balanced with a steadfast refusal to accept mistreatment. Integrity involves responding truthfully and justly, without compromising one's moral standards. Everyday life is rife with challenges, and encountering difficult people is often inevitable. Stoicism teaches us to respond not with immediate emotion or defense, but through a lens of our own values. This value-driven approach dictates that we shouldn't let the behavior of others derail our own principles, but rather, we should act in ways that mirror our character. This Stoic practice doesn't change the difficult person, but ensures our actions remain dignified and aligned with our virtues. Over time, this consistent virtue-led response can influence our environment positively, promoting healthier interactions and relationships. Therefore, in the realm of Stoicism, responding with virtue amidst toxicity is not just an act of self-preservation, but a profound expression of personal integrity. It's a method that allows us to navigate through complex social dynamics gracefully, staying true to our virtues and, in turn, enriching our character and life experience. Number 5. Use negative visualization. Negative visualization, a technique embraced by Stoics, involves mentally rehearsing the worst-case scenarios, especially in dealing with toxic or difficult people. This practice, far from being pessimistic, equips the mind to face potential challenges with a prepared and resilient attitude. Stoicism teaches that anticipating challenges, including negative interactions, can lessen their impact. When you contemplate how an encounter with a difficult person might unfold unfavorably, you're not succumbing to fear. Instead, you're mentally and emotionally fortifying yourself for various outcomes. This preparation helps in managing reactions and maintaining composure when faced with the actual situation. In daily life, applying negative visualization can be especially effective. For instance, before entering a meeting with a known difficult colleague, imagine the possible challenges that could arise. Consider their potential comments or actions that could trigger stress or anger. By doing this, you're not only identifying your emotional triggers, but also strategizing on how to handle them calmly and effectively. This Stoic practice is not about dwelling on negative thoughts, but about empowering oneself to remain steady in turbulent interactions. It's preparing for the storm while hoping for calm seas. By envisioning the worst, any outcome that is less than catastrophic can feel more manageable, and sometimes even a relief. In essence, negative visualization as a Stoic tool for dealing with toxic people fosters a sense of psychological readiness. It allows us to confront difficult situations not as unforeseen catastrophes, but as challenges we have already mentally rehearsed. This approach leads to greater emotional stability and a more measured response to the complexities of human interactions. Number 6. View challenges as opportunities. In Stoicism, challenges are not mere obstacles but valuable opportunities for personal growth. This perspective is particularly relevant when dealing with toxic or difficult people. Stoic philosophy encourages us to view such interactions not as unfortunate burdens, but as chances to develop virtues like patience, assertiveness, and emotional intelligence. The Stoic approach to difficult individuals is rooted in the idea that every challenging situation is a test of character. Encounters with toxic people provide a real-world arena to practice Stoic principles. For example, practicing patience in the face of provocation, maintaining composure, and responding with thoughtful assertiveness rather than reactive emotion. In everyday life, this Stoic lesson translates to a shift in perception. When a toxic person disrupts your peace, instead of viewing it solely as a negative experience, you can see it as an opportunity to strengthen your character. This might mean learning to assert your boundaries more clearly or developing a deeper understanding of your emotional responses. This Stoic principle also involves recognizing that emotional growth often occurs in the face of adversity. Dealing with difficult people can be a catalyst for enhancing emotional intelligence. Understanding your emotional triggers and learning how to manage them effectively in challenging situations. Thus, viewing challenges as opportunities is a fundamental Stoic strategy in dealing with toxic people. It allows us to transform potentially negative experiences into moments of personal development. By adopting this mindset, interactions with difficult individuals become less about enduring hardship and more about cultivating resilience, wisdom, and emotional strength. Number 7. Detach and set boundaries. Stoicism, in its practical wisdom, emphasizes the significance of emotional detachment and setting boundaries, especially in interactions with toxic people. This philosophy advises not cold indifference, but a strategic emotional distance to preserve one's mental health. Recognizing the need to distance oneself from negativity and establishing clear boundaries are essential steps in dealing with difficult individuals effectively. From the Stoic viewpoint, detachment is about maintaining inner peace and not allowing external chaos to disrupt one's state of mind. It involves understanding that while we cannot control others' actions, we can control our involvement and emotional investment in their behaviors. This detachment isn't about being unfeeling or uncaring. It's about self-preservation and focusing on what truly benefits our well-being. In daily life, implementing this Stoic lesson means being mindful of how interactions with toxic people affect us. It's about noticing when an individual consistently drains our energy or disturbs our peace, and consciously choosing to limit our exposure to such negativity. Setting boundaries could mean physical distancing, limiting communication, or even ending relationships that are harmful to our mental health. Detachment and boundary setting are not easy tasks, especially in a world that often values constant connection and openness. However, they are crucial for maintaining emotional balance. They allow us to interact with difficult people when necessary, while not allowing their toxicity to penetrate our mental and emotional fortresses. Thus, in the Stoic art of living, detaching and setting boundaries with toxic people is a form of self-care. It empowers us to take control of our emotional well-being, ensuring that we remain centered and at peace amidst life's interpersonal challenges. As we conclude our journey through these 7 Stoic lessons for dealing with toxic people, remember that these strategies are more than just concepts. They are tools for life. Applying them requires practice and patience, but the peace and resilience you gain are well worth the effort. If you found these Stoic teachings insightful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that can transform your challenges into opportunities for growth. Don't forget to leave a comment below sharing how you plan to implement these lessons in your daily interactions. or any experiences you've had that resonate with what we've discussed today. Thank you for joining us on this journey towards emotional wisdom and tranquility. Until next time, embrace the Stoic path and transform every obstacle into a stepping stone for personal growth.